having a reading this morning. Something really bizarre happened to me. I, as you know, have prophetic dreams, and I'm given a glimpse ahead of time. And I had a dream the other night concerning something very private. I watched somebody come to me and ask me about someone. They were probing for information. They were after money. They were interested in the money. They weren't interested in the person. It was all about the money. And I was watching this, and I kept saying, this person knows what they're doing. They knew they had to go away. They're coming back. I was basically saying everything is happening as it's meant to happen. But these two women were very angry. They wanted the money. And so I was trying to, assimilate this dream, and I kind of put it aside. And then last night I had another prophetic dream. I now know it's prophetic because it linked to this. And I watched as somebody came and was trying to pull the money. They asked for money. A man came first and asked for money. And the girl said, let me check. I don't know if we have enough. And she went to check, and then she said, we don't have enough. And then a woman came, and she was very aggressive, and she was trying to pull the money away from this one girl. The girl was trying to hold on to it, and she kept trying to take the tray of money. And so the girl that who the money belonged to punched the other girl in the nose. And then I see the police come, but they come camouflaged. They don't come as police. There was a man that had very bad breath, so that represents someone telling an untruth. Leaning over top of me, and I was naked, which represented being vulnerable or open or exposed. And they said that the person that had punched the other person in the nose was going to go to jail. And I said, that's ridiculous, they can't do that. And they said, yes, they're going to. And there was something that was going to take place anyway, and the person said, well, I guess it'll just take place while I'm in jail. So I was thinking, okay, I'm trying to figure out what this dream was. And I had a personal, very bizarre email where somebody literally wrote to me and was trying to find me a place to live away from here, move away from here, asked me how much I could afford. There came in the money. That same person wrote to me this morning and was basically telling me that what I thought was happening was not going to happen, and it was the person. And when you're talking about the money being taken away, that's something of value. Someone was trying to pull what was of value to me from me. And I punched them, and I said to this person, look, I don't know who you are. This is inappropriate. You're, first of all, you're trying to find me a place to move away. And now you're coming here telling me things. I didn't solicit your advice or your help, and I would appreciate you stopping. And they didn't. And they got very aggressive. So that was the angry person with the bad breath. That was the aggressive anger that I felt. And I said to this person, you aren't who you say you are. I know that. I know that you're not. Look what I do for a living. I know who you are. And I ended it, and I blocked the person. Now, what's interesting is my friend Brian yesterday had a reading last night, and he said, I feel that other people are trying to drag us into their problems. They don't know the story, everything about what's going on. They're trying to connect the dots. They're trying to figure out what's going on in people's minds in this situation, but there's something that we need to be aware of. News coming your way, you need to seek your answers yourself to clarify them. All it is that you need to be very aware of is that you need to speak up. The truth needs to be spoken. And I thought about this for a moment as I asked for reading myself about this situation and if I should speak about it. And first I thought I got, wait. And so I did. And, but what's going on is there needs to be a sorting out of the problems, and we need to stay to our true self. And I got from Spirit, be your true self. Speak out, be your true self. So I asked for a reading from the same deck as Brian used, and what's interesting is I got one of the same cards, and they all make perfect sense to me as what I was already shown in my dream. So I'm not going to give my specific story, but I'm going to let you know. There is one that comes to you as an innocent. They come to you as a friend. She says, oh, I'm a pretty little girl, and look, approach me. So some, like the person who came to me, this person said to me, I love you, I'm on your team. And I said, you're not my team. My team is my twin and my spiritual team. I don't know who you are. So this is somebody coming to you pretending to be a friend. They may be a friend that's offering you something, a tempting offer, whatever it is, getting involved with this person is dangerous. This person is a dream eater. Literally a dream eater. They will portray themselves as someone innocent, but they have a hidden agenda. And they are narcissistic and they are abusive. And that is literally what Spirit calls them, is a dream eater. So you're being warned. It was very clear for me. I was shown in my dreams. It took me a couple of dreams to piece it together and figure out that they were all connected and who they were. I kind of had a feeling, but for you, basically the message is that you may observe someone who speaks cruelly about others. It's someone who has toxic energy that they're sending out. This someone feels entitled to money, which is interesting because that's what this person that came to me was all they were interested in. There seemed to be, how they represented them to me was two women. But it could be female energy, like feminine energy in men. But whatever it was, so it could be a man with feminine energy. But all they were interested in was the money. They weren't interested in the person that I care about. It was the money that they were after. And I said, no, he was right to go away. He knew what he was doing. And they're interested in money, fame, life force. They want attention, but they're unable to get it themselves. So they act like royalty. They act like they are there and others are meant to serve them. They can be charming, but that's when they want you to do something for them. And when they spend a lot of their time feeding off of others. I kept getting that message, big dogs ride for free, right? They don't do the work, they ride for free on the back of others. And last night in my dream, I saw these two horses trying to get up a hill, desperately trying to get up a hill, and they were stumbling and they were falling. And it's interesting because the horses, I kept saying yesterday, I feel like a horse that's being held back. But there were two of us and trying to get up this hill. And finally we kind of like backed down and just kind of rested. And it's interesting, big dogs ride for free on the back of these two horses. So the two horses that are doing their work and trying to move forward, these others are trying to come along and feed off of their energy and take from them. This one that has come to me literally was asking about money. So they are interested in the money. They want something from somebody. So money represents whatever it is of value to you. Whatever is worth of importance to you is your value. That's your money. That's what you would keep in the bank. A treasure to you, right? So to me, my treasure is my twin. And but I feel that this person particularly wants money. And they're going to come across as your friend. And it's really sad. And as I said, they're very narcissistic. When you do what they want you to do, they're very charming. But when they don't, you don't do what they want, they get very angry. And what's sad is their behavior. But what's even worse is becoming their victim. So this could be a workplace, a belief system. It could be a person itself. Whatever it is, the carnivorous fairy is a dangerous ally. You do not want to align yourself with this one. Don't get too close. You can observe if you want. I chose to block this because I've had this same person coming to me as many different people. I know who this person is. I know their energy. I know the way they write to me. And I've dismissed and blocked them several times. So whoever this is has a hidden agenda, and it has to do with my twin and I'm onto it, and I'm not doing it. So it's very sad with what they're doing, but what's even more sad is if you allow yourself to become their victim. So whenever this carnivorous fairy comes, don't get too close. Don't be their experiment, because they are literally there to feed off of you, and they will eat your dreams. Now, what's interesting is the next message is the message that my friend Brian got yesterday, which was, he was kind of like giving me confirmation about what I already saw, and I was trying to figure it out. So as I got his message, and I got my dreams again last night, I figured out the next part of it. So for you guys, what you see is this mermaid. I'm the mermaid, which is funny. And she's from Atlantis, connected to the sea. And you see storms and lightning crashing all around her. But she's very calm. She's in the center of this storm. And she's not allowing it to affect her, right? She's not going to be, as I said yesterday, you can be the reaction or the action. And she is going to be, she's choosing what she's going to do. So what's going on is you're surrounded by storms and wild moments. And as my friend Brian brought out, there's a lot of drama. And other people are trying to drag you into their drama, this emotional drama. There's a lot of things that are changing. We know that there's an eclipse coming. This eclipse season is always about big changes and revelations and truths being told and uncovered, and lies and manipulation. And as Brian spoke about the message yesterday, I posted it and shared it as well last night. And my message was that I've been getting the same message for quite some time, that it's time for clear communication to clear the misunderstandings, because there has been and continues to be manipulation, and it needs to end. So it's time for this one to not be drawn in by this one. Remain calm amongst this. This is me at this moment. There's drama going all around me, and I'm going to be calm in the eye of the storm. If you tune in deeply, you will know where your home is. And right now you're kind of out to sea, and it's really wild, but they're asking you to trust, and you will find your way home. You need to listen to your inner guidance, listen to your heart, check with your higher self, and go in that direction. You're more adaptable and more flexible than you realize that you are. So at this time, because this one is from Atlantis, and it's interesting, I spoke yesterday and I spoke about a crystal that we were supposed to reach for a crystal, and what came to me was Lemurian crystal. So this one is memories of Lemuria or Atlantis come forward, but to me it was just confirmation. See, when I spoke about Lemuria, and then that this is me. I am the mermaid. I wear a mermaid tattoo on my stomach. You guys probably have seen it, or I've talked about it. They call me the mermaid. And so the fact that I literally was shown Lemurian crystal yesterday, and this mermaid is from Lemuria, it's just confirmation of what I've been shown. So now we go to the next message, which is the Lantern Fairy. And the Lantern Fairy is kind of like where I was feeling last night as I was trying to sort through all of this. You know, she's come up against a wall, a very solid wall. And she's trying to figure out how to get through this wall. It's difficult. You know, it's like it's a brick wall. She can either, you know, try to take the bricks down somehow or try and tunnel her way under it. But it's, you know, pretty futile. That wall is pretty solid. So basically, you've come up against a challenge, right? A very, very solid challenge, and stubborn thinking can be changed. They're going to say that there's a way that old patterns are going to be removed, a little by little, but they're going to need trust. And there's old shielding that needs to be redone. So we may have shields up, and the shields that we have up were to protect ourselves from, you know, everything on the outside. But at this point, you need to rework the shields because it's keeping you isolated from everyone. So what you need to do is go to where there is love, there is light. You need to go to your soul family. That family you need to allow in. You need to rework your shields to keep you protected instead of isolated from who is there to help you. So you need to trust where the light is. Now the light, what is the light? The light leads you to love. The light leads you to truth. The light leads you to where it feels good, right? You need to go where truth, kindness, freedom is. Avoid anything that comes from anger, from hatred, judgment, blame, or ridicule. You need to go to follow the light. And that's where Spirit is going to show you where this wall has already come through, and you can go through easily. It's come down. So now we go to Kali. Now when Kali comes forward, Kali is the Hindu goddess of destruction. And when Kali comes forward, we have actually called her in. We have asked for her to come, and that's why she's there. And she is moving through the fire, and she's wielding a sword, and her energy is intense, and working with her is very powerful. But we need to understand that working with this goddess is going to teach you to go through the changes that you've been resisting and that you have possibly been feeling are too much for you to do. It's going to purify you. It's going to change everything. You cannot stay with this old energy, this carnivorous energy, and the stormy seas and the ridicule and blame and judgment. You've called Kali in whether you've realized it or not. And it's now time to work with this movement. It's essential with working with her. And her nature is very, very fierce. She is not messing around. She wears skulls as her necklace. These are the lives that she's taken before. And it's going to be a test of your strength. Can you do what needs to be done and still dance the flame through the fire? Can you say yes to what will come to you on the other side of what she is bringing? And will you wear your lessons proudly like she does around your neck? Because when Kali comes, there is the death of the old. And then there will be a resurrection and a rebirth. But before the resurrection and the rebirth, there must come this death. So she's very protective of you. And it might frighten you what's going on. But she's coming to help you with issues. And these issues have to do with brothers, sisters, parents, teachers. And these are very painful transitions. This is family that's causing this chaos. This carnivorous, it's a carnivorous family. They're speaking of a family at this moment, and clearly this is painful for you. But you can no longer resist. You must let go. This is what's needed in order for action to take place in your life. And then the last message is the snow angel. Now, this is me, definitely, standing with my hand on my hip. The signs are with you already. This person that wrote to me this morning was challenging me about my twin and said, he's never coming back. And I've already recognized that this is the same person that has been manipulating and getting in between us and lying and probably going to him, acting as this carnivorous fairy, acting as a friend. But it is not a friend. This is someone that's manipulating and lying and causing confusion. I know, and I get to the point where it's hard for me, and maybe for a lot of you, when we're shown that something is coming and we get the signs and messages, but it doesn't physically manifest. But I have full trust in my twin and in spirit, and this snow angel is saying the signs are with you already, right? We've come to you, we've shown you again and again and again the truth of this. I don't know what you need to convince you. You know, maybe I should just stand around here. Maybe I should lay down and in the ground and literally form a snow angel so that you can believe that the presence of spirit is with you. And you keep saying, where are my angels? Where are my guides? Where are my messages? But they're here in front of you. You've already received very definite, clear signs and messages, the ones that you've asked for over and over again. But you're refusing to hear them. You're not listening to the presence that is in front of you, because it's your own fear and attachment to these carnivorous ones, these ones that seem to have a hold on you that Callie has come here to break. It's going to happen. The wall that you're trying to get up, those two horses that are trying to get through, they're going to get through. They need to stay calm in the face of these lying, manipulative, carnivorous fairies. Stay calm. Callie is coming to end this. Whether this is with family, religion, workplace, whatever this is, there is lies, manipulation taking place, and it is going to end. There is a death from this. And the snow angel is saying, we are with you. We have shown you. You must believe. We will show you again if this is what you need. But you need to look and see what has already been shown and take action without hesitation. Again and again, we've told you, it's time to speak. It's time to come clean. It's time to make your move. And yet you hesitate. So she's standing there very, very clear in front of you. And she's telling you very clearly that you are protected and you are cared for. This is now the time for you to do exactly what you've been told to do and what you have been asking to do for yourself. Open up your senses to the angelic guidance that is in front of you. Recognize where the wall has already come down and go through it. Those two horses that were trying to get up the hill, they took a rest, but they need to move forward. There's a death. The signs are there. Get away from the carnivorous fairy. Do what you must do. I blocked and delete. I don't want to hear your message. I'm not listening to you. I know what the signs are. I trust in spirit 100%. Yes, there's been a block, but there's a way through that block. Lies, manipulation, drama, everyone trying to drag you into their drama. I will not be involved in this. This is now the death of this. What I have been shown will come through. So these are the messages today, going with my friend Brian's messages and with my prophetic dreams. Very, very important for this to go out right now. So I'm going to post it right now. Hope you guys are having a good day. And do please ask, if you must, for signs and messages again. But it is time for these misunderstandings to end. It is time for truth to be told and for this manipulation to stop. And you must stop it. It's time now to end it.